Okay, I'd like to welcome y'all to part 3 of the Art of Sampling video series. My name is Jesse West, aka Third Eye, and this is brought to you by the Bronx Fire Academy. Now, if you watched my The Art of Sampling Part 2, the video clip where I was showing how to chop a sample using Recycle 2.1, we were chopping this sample right here. It's a hot sample. Well, okay, it's chopped. We have about 30 pieces. First of all, I'm hoping that those of you that's watching this video clip at least have a working knowledge of how to use reasons, in terms of how to start a new session and create instruments and the parameters you want to set for as far as tempo, the click and pre-click and all of those basic things, because really what I want to do with this video clip is just let you hear the track that I made using the sounds from this sample, and then I'm kind of like backtrack and take you through the different elements that I put into the track, so you get a idea of how we put together these hip-hop beats using samples. So as I said, I opened up reasons. First, let me let you hear the track. What this is 16 bars, two 8-bar patterns, one for the chorus, one for the verse. And here we go. Pretty basic. Hot though. Okay. So as I said, I'm gonna take you through the elements. Basically, when I opened up Reasons and started the session, I took the Rex file that I saved after I chopped this sample in Recycle, and I imported it. I created an NNXT and imported the Rex file into the NNXT. Some people use the Dr. Rex. Some people prefer to use the Dr. Rex machine for their Rex files. I prefer the NNXT because when you open it up here and you come down here, you have more parameters and things that you can control and play with than the Dr. Rex, and in terms of pitch and fine pitch and velocity and so forth. So this is why I prefer to use the NNXT in Reason 4 and Reasons period for my Rex files. Okay, when I started out, I just had the NNXT, and what I did was I programmed what the groove that I wanted with the sample first, and then I just started adding elements one by one after I got the basic groove with the sample. So I'm gonna solo the sample here, and so you can hear what I programmed. Nothing fancy. This is almost like a loop, even though the sample is chopped. See now, so after I programmed that and had all of that going, naturally I wanted to add some drums. So I opened up the redrum machine, right? And then I just loaded up real basic 4 samples. These drum sounds are sounds from my own personal collection, but Reasons comes with a pretty cool factory kit of drum sounds that are decent. I use them pretty often. This track I use my own sounds, just basically a snare, kick, a hi-hat, but I didn't use because it didn't sound real enough. And I was kind of lazy, so I used the crash. So this is what I programmed with the kick, snare, and the crash under the sample. Pretty basic. That's how it sounds. Alright, see, and then so after I finished the drums, I created another NNXT and let's come over here, and I loaded in a drum kit, factory drum kit for NNXT from Reasons, the R&B Soul kit, because I like the hi-hat, sounds real, and the tom. So, and basically I just programmed basically simple hi-hat. These are just things you add to the track just to give it a little bit of width, I guess you could say. And then the toms. Pretty basic. Then after that, I opened up another NNXT and loaded in some more Reason Factory Sounds congas, and just added a conga in there, real basic. Next, simple bass, which I use the subtractor for. I use a lot of different machines and reasons for for bass sounds. This is the simple bass guitar. I loaded into the subtractor, played it along with that. Nothing fancy. And then I opened up a combinator. The combinator sound the best in my opinion in Reason 4. I use a combinator a lot. I use mostly basically redrum, NNXT, combinator, and Thor. I use the Thor a lot too. I just didn't use it in this track. So I opened up a combinator and I added this kind of like a spaghetti western type guitar, just to add some element and depth to the track, you know. So there you have it. That's the art of sampling. And see, the beauty about this whole thing is that you take this Rex file right here, you give it to 10 or 20 different producers, and you'll have 10 or 20 different tracks. And you know, I know somebody will probably do something even hotter with these samples. Holla at me. Maybe I'll send you this Rex file. But anyway, this track happens to be a track that I recorded and produced for one of the hip-hop legends, Bumpy Knuckles, aka Freddie Fox, on a project that we did 13 songs together called Music from the Man, that's out right now, volume 1. And I'm gonna let y'all peep and see how it came out. You know, I added a lot more elements to it than this once him and I went in the studio. And I'm going to leave y'all with the song, The Art of Sampling Part 3. Stay tuned for Part 4. And I hope y'all enjoy this track we made, all right? Peace.
To the killers. Yo, Jess West. Killers. Let's go. I'm going to tell you why they turning them down, Jess. Killers. This is the coffin. When a nigga open his mouth right here, it's live or die. And most of these niggas don't wanna live. You know why? Yo, around the world I took the music on stage and met some niggas who was frontin' like G. I shed a tear before I enter the realm for all my niggas who ain't here with me. Come on! I hear the music and I feel like Moses, so I step before a hip-hop seat and give them 45 minutes of the 45 gun-toting underground battle MC. Yeah, I seen rappers under pressure from the gangsters. When I walk into the room, now it's pressure relief. It's no need for the gratitude, my nigga. You owe. And no subpar verses or throwaway beats. Just put it in a duffel bag and sit it at my feet. I'm tired of saving.